All right, so I believe you all can actually identify this machine that is on the screen. I believe many, maybe if not all, but many should be able to identify this particular machine on the screen. So this is what we call a treadmill. For those of us who might not actually know what a, the name is called a treadmill. It's popular in majority of gyms or fitness center. Treadmills are popular in majority of gyms and fitness center. Now, uh, the most common name or the layman's term for those who may not actually, maybe those who might not be that learned, some people actually call it the running machine. Yes, those who are not too learned call it running machine, but its real name is what we call a treadmill. You understand? So, what is a treadmill actually used for? What is it used for? Or what is the function of a treadmill? Okay, treadmill are primarily actually used for indoor walking, jogging, and running. I mentioned three things. It's for indoor walking, jogging, and running. These are the three primary things it's used for. This means that you can program it to walk on it. You can program it to a speed that you desire, then you jog on it, or to then it will allow you to jog on it. You can also program it to a speed that is allowable, then you can also run on it. And what's the aim of all of this, be it running, jogging, or walking? What's its aim or what's its goal? What's it expected to actually bring? It's especially to actually improve your cardiovascular health, to aid weight loss, and build lower body strength. Beyond just this, now when we say cardiovascular health, we're talking about your heart and your blood vessels. Cardio, which means your heart, vascular, which means your blood vessels. You understand? Then it also aids weight loss. That means for somebody who wants to lose weight fast, start using the treadmill as often as possible. Start using the treadmill if you want to lose weight fast as an individual. Start using the treadmill. Then the last is also to build lower body strength. You understand? These are just the basics of what is used for. Now, beyond basic exercise, they are used for medical setting. Now, beyond these three main uses, actually what talked about, they are used for medical setting, for physical therapy. They are used for athletic training, like marathon preparation. They are also used for mental well-being. Aerobic activity on a treadmill raises endorphins and serotonin, which can reduce stress, anxiety, and symptoms of depression. You understand? Now, these are just the elementary. Let's go to the therapeutic aspect, because I said that it also has therapeutic function. So let's look at the therapeutic function. One is physical therapy. In medical setting, they are allowed for controlled gradual progression during recovery from surgery or an injury. Now, for those of us who might be new to this channel, I actually said that I work in my facility is an exercise physiology laboratory. So it's a lab per se, not just a gym, not just a traditional gym, but it's a laboratory center. It's just that we now added a gym section to among the services that we offer. So it now makes us a 3-in-1 center. And it's also used for locomotion therapy. That means persons who are suffering from, uh, they maybe as a result of one reason or the other, they lost their walking ability. It's a way to actually what for them to learn locomotion. That's movement therapy. Then underwater therapy, enclosed water filled treadmills are used in clinical setting for both humans and animals to provide low impact resistance during what rehabilitation. You understand? So I believe this is not actually common in. I think I've traveled a little as an exercise physiologist. I've not actually seen this in Nigeria, but uh, I perceive it should exist in some high performance center. So these are the advanced use of it that I just mentioned now. You understand? So let's go back to the topic. I say treadmill a fitness time bomb. Now, why is treadmill a fitness time bomb? Yes, why is it a fitness time bomb? I know this is going to be a very long topic, but now these are three reasons why it's a fitness time bomb. Number one, if you are using it without, there's a key on it. This is a key here. Let me Now this is a key here. This goes into the treadmill, then this comes to your shirt. If this is not on your shirt while you are running on the treadmill, you are among those that is, that is endangering yourself while using this particular machine. Then number two, there is no space between your treadmill and its back, or behind your treadmill. There is no space at the back of your treadmill. Now, treadmill has a high risk of accident from usage, meaning that the possibility that persons or users can easily fall from it is high as a result of maybe loss of balance, coordination, tiredness, dizziness, or even fatigue. In fact, in my center, when we actually when newbies actually start using, maybe you are using treadmill for the very first time, when you enter and when you drop in from it, we actually hold you by hand and give you a seat close by to sit for some minutes before you actually want to continue any other kind of activity, because you can be dizzy when you drop from it, and you might want to stagger and even fall. So we want to prevent all of that. So if you do not have at least a space of 5 to 6 feet behind your treadmill, to ensure that if at all somebody falls away or slips away from your treadmill, they fall on an empty ground, that there is no obstacle on object that they will do fall on, you actually what you are among those that is sitting on a time bomb as regard treadmill usage. The number three why treadmill is a fitness time bomb is that many people do not follow usage instruction when they are using a treadmill. They just enter a treadmill and they clank on the clank on the speed button to the extreme, they clank on the incline button to the extreme, without considering if they will be able to sustain that particular speed that they actually what they are actually that they actually sending the machine to, and that's actually what a bad one for you if you happen to be an individual. You understand? Now, if you look at this particular person who is running on this treadmill, you can see that the treadmill are very close to the window, and from the picture, even though the picture could not capture the back of the treadmill, but it seems that there will be some space. There are kind of some space at the back of the treadmill, which means that if by peradventure an individual or a user falls off this treadmill, the injury that he or she will actually sustain will be minimal. You understand? So if you can actually if you do not actually put all of this in place, you will be your treadmill cannot become a fitness time bomb. And one last one is, you see, there is nothing like I am a general when it comes to treadmill. You see, a particular billionaire in my country died because he fell from treadmill while using it. Mind you, that was not the first time he was using that treadmill. We're talking about a billionaire, so you should know how long he has been using that particular treadmill. You see, if you have a treadmill or you are starting a home fitness program, employ, and that's my own strong suggestion, employ a personal fitness trainer who will just be by the side, talking to you, encouraging you, giving the morals, emotional support, psychological support while you are working out, and he's also ensuring your safety. Now, from my own point of view, if that particular billionaire that I was talking about, if if he actually had a personal trainer, his chances of falling off that treadmill might actually would have been maybe possibly limited. Uh, and he wouldn't have actually what died as a result of that fall. So that's just a bonus tip. Have a personal trainer if at all you are starting a home fitness program. It will cost you, but to save you. At the initially, it will not make sense to you, but what it will save you from in the future is enormous. Now, let's assume that maybe I am assuming that maybe that this billionaire didn't have a personal fitness trainer. He just believe that on the basis that I own a I own a treadmill, I should be able to operate it, and there's no issue and all of that. So there is actually no need for me to have a personal fitness trainer. You understand? So how much will he be actually be paying the personal fitness trainer? Maybe about $300 to $500 per month. So for a billionaire, in my own opinion, that is an investment in his health. You understand? Because the cost of buying a treadmill, somebody of that category, what he might spend on a treadmill would be at least $5,000 to $10,000. I know how expensive treadmills are. I've installed various kinds, brands, sizes of treadmill in my years in the fitness and exercise therapy industry. So if he was able to buy a treadmill of up to between $5,000 to $10,000, paying his trainer $500 per month, should was not supposed to be an issue. You understand? He should or would have seen it as a contribution towards his health and well-being. So these are the four things that if you do not put them in place, your treadmill become a fitness time bomb, whether in your home, in your gym, and the rest of them. You understand? And maybe another bonus tip: also ensure you teach every user how to use the treadmill, and not just for commercial setting. Ensure you teach every user how to use the treadmill, and ensure that they have been acclimatized to the elementary of its use before you actually let you go away from them. You understand? Even if you go away, you should also be spying them to ensure that they are not losing their balance while they actually what on the machine. Like in my own center, I'm very attentive to the sound of the treadmill, and as soon as I hear a change in its sound, I move towards it with speed. I move towards it just to ensure that whoever is there is actually what safe and there is no cause for alarm. This is Moses the Fitness Master, your number one fitness general. Don't want to like this video and subscribe this channel, and I will talk to you in the next one. As usual,